What is going on, peeps? It's been a bit, I know. I hadn't put anything out because my last video had to do with the Gouramis, so, and I'll get there here in a second, but it's been too long. I've actually had some people asking me, hey man, what's going on? Are you alright? Did you get over COVID? Did you die? Did you die? No, I'm good. Everything is good. Done talking about that. But nothing's happened on the Gourami side, and I'll show you why I think that is. A couple of reasons, actually. So what I figured I would do is just to let you guys know I am active. I've just been, full disclosure, life sometimes happens. My 11-year-old plays select baseball, and so right after I came out of the COVID, doing the fishy stuff, and I went right into the spring season for select baseball has begun, and so I just had already missed a couple of tournaments with my son, and I needed to do my due diligence as a dad who supports and is a big fan of my son's baseball. So nothing going on in here. I'm just gonna feed these fish and talk to you guys. And again, this is the miscellaneous tank. If you haven't or don't know or haven't seen last couple of videos, I did make some changes over here with the 3 Amigos. I do have news to report on the 3 Amigos. It's only the 2 Amigos now. I put some of the Australian rainbows that were in the miscellaneous in here. I just felt like I had a lot of stuff going on in here. And by the way, my tanks are due for a change. That's probably happening here in the next day or two. So forgive me if you notice my tank's water line is low, the evaporation, and maybe some soot and stuff going on. So I put the Australian rainbows in here. I think I have some like Irian reds or some sort of a hybrid there too in there. And everything was fine, but I don't know what happened. I came in a few mornings ago, and the 3rd Amigo was just floating at the top. Could have been just the stress of all these other guys I put in. I couldn't tell you. The other 2 are just doing fine. These are the 2 that were always kind of palling around together anyways. They actually chased the other one off, so maybe they nipped him. Maybe they killed him. I don't know. So that sucks. But I got a friend named B, and I do want to acquire another one. I'm really not sure that I have a pair. I feel like I have 2 females here. Just an awesome fish. And I'm gonna do something with my my liquid filter there. It's goofy. So what else? I don't have anything going on here other than a water change needs to happen. They really haven't put out any eggs. I'm not sure if they're feeling each other or not. They're more like dealing, not feeling. They're dealing with each other. They're not feeling each other. They don't like each other. I don't know. I'm going to give them some more time. I think maybe a nice, good water change will help improve this little situation. So I'm talking and I'm not feeding. Bear with me here. Let me get my hand here. So I like to feed my fish, as I've stated before, live, brine shrimp especially, bloodworms. But today, it's just going to be some flakes. Ocellatus gold here. Where's that female at? There she is. Very friendly fish. I walk in and she's literally coming up to me. She's like a little micro water dog. There's a male right there. And like I said before, I just don't have these guys in the right environment. I feel like they should have already put some eggs down. They probably have, but I'm not doing something right there, and I haven't had time to really get into it. So yeah, my son's baseball's been taking up my time, and then we're in February already, almost in March, so I've had to split my time. I really would like to get my kayak going. And so I'm doing some mods on that. Anybody wants to check any of that out, if there's any interest there, let me know, because I am filming it. I'd love to get I'd love to get I got, oh, by the way, my Big Daddy Gourami and his girlfriend Blue Mama. This is the tank I put him in. I put him in my pleco tank that I'm also going to redo for the plecos. See, look at the snails are getting into the cucumber now, but I know they got into some of it already. So, anyway, so yeah, I'd love to get that kayak going and have some GoPros mounted on it and do a little fishing out of there. So, you know, I know that's fish related, but not quite the same. But I'd love to get some feedback if anybody wants to see anything like that. Cool. If I start doing that, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to just switch up channels here. I'll probably start doing that, and I think for the time being, when I do get that going, I think what I'll end up doing is just create a playlist, kind of like how if you go on to the oh, by the way, I got nothing but just cherry shrimp in here. All right, but yeah, if you go on to like my homepage, you go to on my YouTube and you look at the playlist, you'll see I've got a playlist for shorts, and it's all still, you know, this channel. Everything's just related. And then I've got just the regular length videos. I forgot what I labeled it, like fish or something, fish keeping. So I'm thinking I might create a playlist there that says kayak fishing for now. And then maybe if something happens with that channel, I will split it and create a new channel for it. But I'd like to keep everything on one channel. It's tricky, you know, it's tricky how to plan those things. I don't want to turn anybody off if it appears that I'm switching subjects. It's kind of a lateral move there, I think, and I really don't want to do that. So I want to keep everybody here who's interested in fish keeping. But my idea is I'd love to basically see if I could just also be in my kayak and catch some local natural fish, not necessarily with a fishing rod, but, you know, maybe net them and bring them into a tank and let you see the local stuff that I've got locally here in San Antonio or the surrounding areas and the bodies of water here. I think that'd be kind of cool. We do have some cool fish here, you know, I think so. Alright, so I'm getting flakes there. So I don't know, just kind of giving you an idea, but basically I got onto the kayak just to let you know I'm trying to split my time trying to get that thing modded out the way I want it, you know. So didn't like the seats that were on it. If you're going to spend all day in there, you want to be comfortable. And so I'm replacing the seats, things like that. So that's pretty much what's kept me busy. Kind of distracted me from getting back to you guys. I apologize for that, but I know you understand. Let me get some over here. The biggest sword in my collection, I showed you that. Look at that stringing off. Those are getting bigger too. Pretty cool, huh? That's K1, not K1 Micro. Anybody got any questions about that, let me know. I do want to do a video on that. Some of my little guys there. I'm not getting so little. These are my, these are the black laced black angel parents. These are some of their clutch here. These are the ones that I decided to keep for myself. I sold the rest of them off, and they went pretty quick actually. But I've got another clutch in with the parents. I'll cut there in a minute and I'll show you that here in a bit. Alright, no light here, so it's going to be hard to see. Look at that. I mean, a lot of evaporation here going on. It's 78, maybe 79 in this room, and so that, you know, if I don't have a top on here, obviously, I'm going to have some evaporation going on. So these guys are probably wondering, well, why are they not in the 55? It's just, you know, I like to give these guys some room, man. And these are fish that were in the 55, but just trying to make room because I knew those. I was putting in a few of the smaller black angels in there in that 55, and I wanted to make room. And I had this one extra, so that's really why this is here. And I had a tank. I want to use it. All right, they're happy. They're eating. So right here, my Philippine Blues. They're not blue. And I've heard a few different things. I don't know. I hear some of them they don't color up sometimes, and this is what they look like. I think they'll color up. There is a small hint, but you're not going to catch. I'm not going to catch it on camera. I doubt it. If you see it, it's definitely I don't know it. You know, so it's either they are or they sold them as Philippine Blues on Aquabid to me, and they're actually platinums, right? Because I had one of my viewers contact me and tell me they look like platinums. Very well could be. Still a beautiful angel. Ferocious eaters. Look at those guys. Just straight up vertical. Get that food. Get everybody? Yeah, I got everybody here. All right. This bird of paradise, just, you know, I wanted to do a video on some plants too, you know. I really want to do some things. This thing is still sustained. Some kind of a life support system going on here. And there's a root there. It's interesting, right? This thing will not die. I mean, I pulled this thing out to try to, you know, oh, what's the word?
A few minutes later.
Two things happened there. I just had to cut away there. Sorry about that, guys. Wife calling. So that's the other thing, you know? Between being a dad and being a husband and doing a fish tank, yeah, I don't even know. I got 3 chickens in the backyard too. I'm busy. So again, I am trying to get some good quality entertainment fish TV here for you right now. Just fed. Again, I have not made any moves on the Tangerine swords here, waiting to see how many become high King Fin Lyretails. That's going to take a little time, and I'm keeping all of them until I see what they all turn out to be, I think. Unless somebody wants to purchase some fry, let me know. I ship. Into the lower 48 only. 6 fry, unsexed, $40. I'm putting that out there again, no shame. I could use the extra room, and yeah, I got a lot of them here. So if you like bright, pretty fish, here we go. Because otherwise, you know, I'm going to need to get a bigger tank for these guys at some point. I can move them. There's a local store here I know I can get them to as well, but I don't think the owner will want them unsexed, so I'm going to have to wait and grow them out. And that's how it goes in the fish hobby. You gotta grow them out. Alright, so they're fed. Let's come down here real quick and get these angels. Again, any angels in these tanks, I'm willing to ship into the lower 48. And I think I'm just gonna say, look man, how many do you want? The more you buy, the lower I'll go on the price, because I really want to clear this tank out. You know? Alright. These guys love to eat, man. They're due for a water change as well, and it's time to get this. This is a, oh god, what is it? Cascade 1000 by Penplex. I got no problems with these guys, but that's due for a change. Anyways, tank's kind of dirty. but they're happy right now because they're eating. And if anybody wants to talk to me about these fish or is interested in maybe purchasing some, contact me through my Gmail. It's 39souls, S-O-U-L-S, 3939 S-O-U-L-S at Gmail. Alright, let's feed some more fish. Let's come on up here. My dwarf top minnows and living along and cohabitating with some cherry shrimp. These guys are cool too, man. Just check this out. I try to get these flakes as small as I can for them because they're so small. Look at that, she's pregnant. I got more coming. Plenty of more coming. I'm gonna have a bunch of these. At some point, they're gonna go in another tank, in another community tank. But I don't know. You know, I hesitate and agonize over doing that for fear that a bigger fish is just gonna eat them. Why not, right? I mean, that's what happens. But I like the idea of having them and being able to see them all together. Man, if I build a tank and give them a bunch of hiding spots, I think it would work out. I mean, I'm sure a bigger fish would still pick a few off, but they have no problem making more of each other. Sure. Let me stay still for a second and get you a good shot of what's going on here. So that's what's going on now. Now they're happy. They got fish. Or flake food rather, to nibble on. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, sorry about that. I guess I scared her. Okay, so here we go to the Gourami tank. Again, I'm going for trying to breed some very brilliant purple. Call them purple haze Gouramis. The male is the one on top here. You can tell by the long high dorsal there. And the females have the shorter dorsal. I haven't moved anything out. I thought I might have the beginnings. I think that the male is trying to make this bubble nest. That's why I haven't put anything out yet, because I really don't have anything going on that I can for sure say, yeah, he's doing it. He's building a bubble nest. And I never did rearrange this guppy grass and move it all over here and maybe, you know, situate it such that it wouldn't like sink down into the tank and have it situated so that it just stayed floating at the top of the tank. It also could be that I've got some evaporation here, and maybe with the water top off, it'll float back up to the top. So that could be me, but I don't have that. And I am gonna move this stuff here, and I'm gonna fix that. And I'm wondering if maybe that, like I said, will help the male out start making a bubble nest. But that's why I really haven't done even a short on a progress on this breeding Gourami project. With everything going on, I just hadn't had time, guys. There we go. We'll feed them there. Sorry about the glare. I'm splitting this light. Over time, I've had a couple of my aquarium lights just break, and I just haven't bought any more because, you know, money. It all costs money. So they're splitting the light. That's okay, because I don't need light really right here on this side of this tank. And that's plenty there. And again, I've got the window here that comes in. And I don't really have anything growing here. There's no soil here. So there's that. So there's the Gouramis. I do love them. I'll go back and see if I can get a shot of Big Daddy here. He would be their daddy, all three of them. So these are like a hybrid between a blue opaline and a Big Daddy is a gold Gourami. Look at that. Let's see if I can get them. Kind of hard. A lot of hiding spots there. And I've got a bunch of dime size angels here. Marble angels. And if you seen any of my other videos previous where I show you this tank, you might notice there's not as many in here. Let's see if I can't. This is hard. I tell you what I'm going to do. Let's change this up for a second. I'm going to move this light. There we go. Now you're going to see. There's a lot of guys here. I think I probably had a couple hundred, maybe a few more in here. That's why I've got two big, huge sponge filters back here. I got one back here. And then I've got another one way over here, the corner, far corner. And then I've got this hang-on back here as well. That's a marine filter actually. It's pretty badass. Let's drop a little bit more. I'm okay with overfeeding tanks with a lot of fish like this. I've got good filtration going on, and I want to make sure everybody's eating. But yeah, my friend Melanie, like I said, she's a hustler, man. She gets fish into stores, and so whatever deal she makes, I'm happy to give her a better deal so she can do well on the deal. And anyways, so this tank had 100 more. Had 100 more fish in here last week, but I had to remove them, and they're in a store now somewhere in San Antonio. They're in a fish store. And yeah, these guys are getting bigger every day. Trying to grow out a few. I got a few black ones here that somebody's waiting to buy, but he doesn't want to buy them small. So I said, I'll let you know when they're big enough. To his request, I'll let him know, and then he'll take them off my hands. So that's cool. So you might see maybe six to eight of them is what I got in here. So waiting on that to happen. And that's why I'm overfeeding. I want to make sure these little guys at the bottom are getting some, because I really need them to grow out. Alright, so there's the angels. This is a 40-gallon breeder here. That's what that tank is. Back to the wild type live bearers, Goudier, Lion's Eye. Time to feed them. Let's do it. So what else can I say? That's really it, guys. Are we going over like 10 minutes here? Probably longer than that now. This is 10 minutes just from the second cut. That's the update on me personally, not necessarily on the fish, but why I haven't really put anything out. And let me swing back around here. Like I said, get you a shot. See if we can get a shot of Big Daddy over here. See how he's doing with the plecos. Alright, where are you at, Big Daddy? Oh, there's Blue Mo. There they are. Okay, cool. He's normally not shy. And, you know, after I put him in here, I thought, man, wouldn't it be ironic here, because I didn't want to put them in. I felt like they've been together and had their own tank. I felt like I didn't really want to put them into the miscellaneous tank, and it's a downgrade, and that would just suck. So I put them in the 20 high with the plecos, because I thought, you know what, the plecos are always at the bottom anyways. These guys are just floating around everywhere else. So yeah. Alright, so here's the cut of my my black male angel with his female partner, black laced. And she's looking at me right now thinking I'm going to come for her fish, for her babies, I think. This is the male. He's getting protective. He's nipping at the glass here. I'm sorry, buddy. Just trying to show you off. Much quieter in the living room, right? Quit hiding. Come on up. There we go. Yeah, he's not too happy right now. They got their babies. It's like, if you're gonna come up here, you need to drop some food, dude. That's what's going on there. And then she's just making her a little nervous, I guess. But just want you to see how beautiful these fish are, and that they have no problem hanging out with the spawn that they create. They actually take good care of them. And you know, well, since I cut to them, why don't I cut to these guys? They're in the living room too. They're right on top of the other tank where the black angels are at. And that's King. Beautiful marble veil. And he has decided to pair up with this other beautiful female who's got a lot of color as well, especially this orange. So I'm really hoping that these two together will make some really beautiful babies, and I have a feeling that's going to work out. So I can't wait to tell you and show you a little bit more about that in another video. But they're already set up, they're ready to go. This is a 39 high, 40 high tank. Got the slate in there for them. It's 80 degrees. Can't really focus in on that. I was trying to get that, but anyhow, it's 80 degrees. There we go, clean it. Yeah, I thought it was clean the slate. But anyhow, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys are doing all right, staying safe, and again, I'll see you in the next one. You guys be good. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all the time that you take to watch my videos and take the time to respond or comment and feedback. I really do appreciate that. Take care, guys.
If we change it, you'll know how. Nothing ever stays the same. Once you let it change. It's like a family tree.